Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And this game is the culmination and the collision of two undefeated teams. Two teams that had defied the odds and come through this season unblemished. Now, each looking to take one final step and become a college football undefeated national champion. As we'll see the number 3 seed in this playoff. The squad here today looking to put on a show. Taking on a team from the ACC. The squad that's looking to put on a show. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. This one will be fair caught. First down here for this offense. And here's the handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Same tailback, another carry. And that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at 38.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan wrong are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
There's the handoff. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Offense getting set. It's second down. They'll run it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, great job by this defense on this second down run. Just stonewalled him at the line of scrimmage. Now they get a chance to really pressure the quarterback here, try to get off the field.
Now the offense facing a third and long from their own 41. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's past the 45. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Getting set to kick the ball off now. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Offense goes to the pistol formation now. Handoff to the back. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
The back's got it. They bring him down right at the 20.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable 3rd down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Running play called on 3rd and short. Powers through. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, it's a great job here by this offensive line and the running back to be able to pick up the 1st down. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole here in this 1st half. The only way they can get back into this game is converting on 3rd down. It's exactly what they were able to do, get a new set of downs and a chance to put points on the board.
Line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Ball handed off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Back behind the quarterback, aligned in a pistol. Keeping it on the ground here. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. And he's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
3rd down play now, trying to keep this impressive drive going. They'll run the option. That's a solid gain there. He keeps it and picks up the 1st down himself.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
You're pounding away with the running game. It's 1st and 10. They'll hand it off. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. And the single back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, they get stuffed at the line of scrimmage here. That's going to bring up a 3rd down play for this offense. And, hey, I know it's the 1st half, but the way this defense is playing and the fact that they have a nice lead, this is an important 3rd down to try to convert here.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. They call the counter run here. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the 1st period of play. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. They'll run it to the left. Tackle made after just a short gain. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Flanagan. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
Finds his receiver. That's enough for the 1st down. So a long, methodical scoring drive, great execution with championship pressure.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
And he knocks through the PAT. The PAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He'll call for the fair catch here. Offense ready to start this drive. One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go. Now, give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Important 3rd down play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that 1st down.
Handoff to the right side. Breaks loose at the 45. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a 1st down.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning. Here's second down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. The offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Now they'll run it on the toss. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
Anytime you like to run the toss play successfully, that means you're going to have to win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there. A nice game.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
The pickup is 6. Makes it third down and 4.
Chris, it's pretty surreal to get to the national championship in this day and age of college football when everybody wants to spread you out and throw the football. This offense has been pounding the rock all year long. And here, how about the first half? This back is having a big day.
Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Heads up, offense is now operating in the red zone. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Handoff in a single back formation. And tackled after a small pickup there. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Dangerous play call here after that 5-yard penalty. Ready, 12th play of this marathon march, but it's third down and long. Some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down. Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Looks like one more play here before halftime. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Extending the play now. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The kickoff team out there now to get the second half underway. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it from the gun. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football. Third down coming up after that running play. Looking downfield, it's Flanagan. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
We go with a direct snap. Got the first down, now looking for more. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. The offense looks fired up to begin the second half. That's the kind of play they've needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. Let's see if they can do it again.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down after that previous play. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And there's the handoff. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 7.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. Wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Back to pass. It's Flanagan. Launching one to the end zone. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense. Man, that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point makes it a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. This offense is rolling at the moment. It's 1st down and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Here's the option play. Pitches to the back. The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's 3rd down and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a 4th down. Are you serious? The offense going for it inside their own 30. 4th down, looking to throw for it. And he finds his target. He has the 1st. And he goes down after a big chunk play, the kind of explosive play this offense has been looking for.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass falls incomplete.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit, they were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver, but there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now you're looking at a third down.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure, just got it away.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
The ball near midfield. The offense going to go for it on fourth down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. It's a fourth down stop. The offense will take over in plus territory.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. Now it's second down here. And now from the pistol formation. And the wideout goes in motion. That's a design quarterback keeper. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be fourth down. And the coach has made the call, needing to extend this drive. The offense is out there to go for it. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. And he picks up the first down, tackled at the 32.
Chris, what a call by this offensive coordinator. Fourth down, they elect to go for it, and they get the first down. Now you can continue to work that clock.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Looking downfield, it's Flanagan. Receiver makes the catch. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
crucial play for both offense and defense. We'll see what we get here on 3rd and 4. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Tries to get it to the running back. Picked off, a crucial turnover. He's got some room and some blockers here. The 30. Inside the 20. Is that a championship-winning play? A defensive score to take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Could we potentially be looking at the MVP of the national championship game after that play? Big-time stop by this defense, but more importantly, taking matters into their own hands and putting 6 on the board themselves. Interesting now to see how this game will finish.
Returner decides to fair catch this. Here comes the offense, hoping to get a drive going. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Going for a big play downfield. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his 2nd interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. Finding some room at the 25. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Now they line up to kick the extra point. Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the 4th quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Looking right, this one caught.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
That's a bullet pass to the left side. He's got it on the left side for a big gain. Here we go, national championship game, 4th quarter, 1-possession game. Kirk, let's see who's going to step up.
Well, the stakes can't get any bigger. The offense has done their job to give themselves a chance. But what about their opponent? What about the other side? How will they handle this pressure? Late in the game, they still have the lead. I want to see what their plan of attack is and how aggressive they might be willing to be.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Handoff running right. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Hey, guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll run it to the right side. Finding space at the 20. Now the important point after attempt. Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Offense on the field to take over. First down. They're going to throw the football. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. He's picked for a third time tonight. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
First down here for this offense. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Important second down play coming up. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. He'll hand it off.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this fourth quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
Set it down to the offense. First and 10. And they'll use the ground game here. Picks up a short gain, but his swarm of the defense flying to the football.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Oh, and a flag before the snap. Looked like the defense jumped into the neutral zone there. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. Offense getting set. Second down play here. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. Here's the second down play.